After 12:30, welcome back to Central Valley Talk. We're live right now on YouTube TV, Facebook, Instagram, and of course our home, CentralValleyTalk.com. Austin Reed hanging out with you. It is Wednesday, midweek already, the 21st of April. You're looking at a live picture right now behind us of the Tower District here in Fresno. My next guest is Lisa Autry with Daughter Diaries. We're going to talk to her live in our Tower District studios in just a couple of minutes. But first, I want to play this video. It's a crowdfunding campaign for the book, The Real Mom's Playbook, the guide to stepping into your most unstoppable self. Check it out.
I struggled a lot in postpartum. 5 years ago when I had my daughter Ava, my very firstborn, I had depression, life was chaotic, I was overwhelmed, I had self-doubt, and I felt every negative thing in between. I finally came to the realization 2 years into motherhood when I was unfulfilled and just felt overwhelmed. Like, I asked the question, what do I want out of this life? My name is Lisa Autry, founder and CEO of the Daughter Diaries, Inc., and author of The Real Mom's Playbook. As moms, we always put ourselves dead last, and that takes a toll on ourselves emotionally and physically. I woke up one day about 3 years ago and I said, something has got to change. And that took me on a 3-year intentional transformation. And now it's your turn. I think we're getting near the end, David. My whole life, I've always had a passion for writing, and when I was young, my teachers always encouraged me to continue writing. Last year, at the onset of COVID, I donated my time and helped a lot of women on their transformations to bettering their lives, despite all the chaos that life was presenting us with on the outside. I then had the realization that the way in which we transform ourselves goes in a specific order that I had been through all those years prior, and that's when I sat down and drafted The Real Mom's Playbook. I love working with women and positively impacting their lives, and the Real Mom's Playbook is going to do that for thousands of women for years to come. We have a pretty big goal that within 1 year, we're going to get this book into the hands of 100,000 women and positively change each one of their lives through the intentional transformation. It's a work of my life, my passion, and the ability to see women in their best light and craft their best lives possible. I truly believe women can have their cake and eat it too, and the Real Mom's Playbook is the step-by-step guide in order to achieve that. I guide you through your own personal intentional transformation, step-by-step, the easiest way possible. So you can have a tidy home, more time on your hands, more money in your bank account, and the ability to live a fulfilled and passionate life. Now it's time to make this book a reality, and I need your help. Creating this book takes time, love, and energy, as well as the right resources to make it happen. In order to make The Real Mom's Playbook a reality, I have chosen a crowdfunding campaign to seek your support and involvement in this endeavor. I think this is the best way to involve my supporters as well as reach thousands of women and mothers in need. Whether you donate, invest in one of our offerings, or just share for other mothers to see, this is going to help The Real Mom's Playbook become a reality and help other women in need. A special thank you to my family, friends, and clients who have been with me on this journey all these years. Let's make The Real Mom's Playbook happen together.
There you have it, The Real Mom's Playbook. Now, I want to give everybody a little just heads up. Lisa actually went to high school with my wife, Amanda, and her husband went to high school with my wife as well. You both did.
Yep.
Hi there. Good afternoon.
Hi.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Austin. Thank you for having me.
Great to meet you here in the studio.
Yes.
Now, I'm trying to think, though, have I met you before in person?
I think the reunion.
Oh,
I'm pretty
that's
sure
right.
at the reunion, if
Well,
I can remember.
Oh, yes. Now I remember. It was at the Point or something, right?
Yes. Yes,
Okay,
it was.
okay. Very good, very good. Well, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. You've been on Central Valley Talk before, but this is your first time interviewing with me. So this is very, very cool.
Glad to be back.
And I also want to tell everybody, my wife actually watches your videos and is part of, I think, your team. Is that
she's
right?
part of the tribe, Mama's Unstoppable Tribe, yes.
And man, it has done so much wonders for her, for our family, just in general, So first off, I want to talk a little bit about Daughter Diaries, and then we'll get into some of the questions.
Sure.
Take it over.
So I started Daughter Diaries almost 3 years ago now, and it started as a mom blog just to kind of connect and unite women. We often feel very alone in our journey of motherhood, and so I wanted to give a platform to women and mothers to feel like they could be their best selves, and that really transformed into me offering services and communities like Millionaire Mamas Club, that's my free community, as well as Mama's Unstoppable Tribe, that's my membership site, in order to guide women on their intentional transformation, that's what I call it, to bettering their lives and seeing themselves in the best light. That is a huge thing. As women, we beat ourselves down all the time trying to do everything for everyone, and this is a way for them to feel empowered in their role as mothers and women.
The other very cool thing is that your husband was a police officer with Madera Police, right?
Madera Police Department.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. And about 6 years ago, I had a package. It was like a $30,000 prescription of medication that I needed for my cystic fibrosis, stolen off the porch of our house, and her husband showed up to do the investigation. So we definitely have a very very cool connection.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how the book came to be.
Well, the book, I like to say, has been in the process my whole life, essentially. When I was young, I was published a couple of times for my poetry and creative writing, and then I took a total 180 and I went to business school. And I, went and got my degree. I worked in finance for many years. I worked at a local marketing firm, JP Marketing. And then I was like, I'm going to go be an entrepreneur. I've always wanted to be my own boss. Started the Daughter Diaries. And from there, everything shut down last year. As everyone knows, that's the whole way life went. And I started sitting and I was like, how can I help impact women on a whole different scale? So I started interviewing a bunch of women, providing free coaching services. And I kept noticing this trend over and over and over again. And every woman, no matter if they had children, didn't have children, multiple children, one child, worked at home, worked out of the house, stayed at home, they all wanted one thing. And that one thing was more time. And I have an area of expertise in time management and helping people facilitate that and help create those structured boundaries. And that really kind of paved way for this book. I have my certification in the KonMari method, so getting people's homes tidy. I have my degree in finance, and I help people with their chronotypes get their time in order so they can have more time for themselves, as well as be able to do all the things that we're required as women and mothers. So that really kind of paved way. I wrote a foreword for a good friend last year, and she published last year. And then everyone was saying, now, Lisa, it's your turn. It's your turn to publish your book. And I sat down, and that's how the Real Mom's Playbook got started. So.
Now, you probably saw in the video, obviously, you've got two daughters, Ava and
Mia.
Ava and Mia, 3 and 5. Will be 5 or is 5?
She just turned 5, and then Mia is getting ready to turn 3. It's happening so quickly.
I know. Yeah, I mean, our daughters they'll be 5 in May, and it's like, where did time go? So yeah, you have some experience with kids.
I know the chaos well, ladies, let me tell you, and it is always prevalent. And this book isn't about releasing our lives from the chaos. The chaos will always be there. That's the point of motherhood, I think, in a sense. But it's about how we can manage it and alleviate it from the burden of our lives. Like, how can we be empowered to be our best selves while being the mothers that we are, while being working women, our spouses, everything. We have a lot of weight on ourselves. So this and this playbook is meant to be used and abused. There's places to write in it. There's places to brainstorm, journal, write letters to yourself. Figure out what's most important to you so you can put that at the forefront of your life and live it daily.
One of the things that you recently helped with my wife and was you were talking about, because women and us as men, I think I know, we totally forget everything that moms do, right? Whether it's laundry, cleaning, doing dishes, appointments, clothes. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Yep.
And as men, I think a lot of us are stupid and just kind of, like space out. So, but one of the things you told my wife was like, if you need help, just ask. Ask your husband. Ask your significant other. Just say, because we're not mind readers,
That's true.
and I think that's great. And that's, and we had a whole talk about that. And, if the cat box needs to be cleaned, she just tells me, Austin, go do the cat box. Okay, no problem. Go take the trash out. Go do dinner tonight, and it doesn't bother me. It's just these little things I just don't, like, if there's maybe the counter isn't as clean as she wants it to be. Well, to me, it doesn't really matter. Like I like cleanliness, but I don't think it's much. It's her, So, but she just told me, please do this. Okay, sure, no problem. I didn't even think of it. So, is that kind of? All of this stuff and these examples. That's what's going to be in the book, right?
That's one component of it. The book, it's called the Playbook because I have designed each segment within plays, whether we're talking about your nest, which is your home, your mindset, your boundaries, your money. I literally cover it all, and you go play by play in a specific order. It's called plays for a reason. It's supposed to go, you go one, you tackle it, then you tackle the next, and in the end is your win, your beautiful transformation. And one of those is creating boundaries. We often don't think we need to have any boundaries. We have to say yes, yes, yes. And that pulls at us, that weighs us down, and that leaves us with a cup empty, And so we want to make sure that we're filling up our cup emotionally and we're able to be everyone we need to be. And one of those was just ask. Many of us don't think to ask. Right. And, and it comes to a point where it's a boiling point, right? Like you're screaming, you're getting anxious, overwhelmed. And when it's just as simple, and her and I had that conversation, I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll just ask Austin if he can do some things. She's like, I didn't even think about that.
Exactly. And we haven't fought. We haven't argued for a while. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. Back to the book. Why do you need funding?
Well, it takes a lot of time, love, and money in order to make this book a reality. We're doing it the right way. We've sent it to an editor. It went through an editorial analysis. We're going through a proofreader because I want it to be the best work possible so that when women go and read this book, they are positively impacted. So that takes a lot of money, and it takes a lot of money to get it worldwide, too. We're working on all the proper resources to make sure that this book can get out there everywhere. And so that's why we chose the crowdfunding campaign with different rewards. So you can purchase the Boss Bundle. You can purchase the Clutter Kicker. You can purchase the whole Balanced Boss Boot Camp, where I guide you in 6 months to go through this together. And it's our way to make this book a reality for sure.
And talk a little bit more about what this book will do for mothers and women worldwide. Other big things that maybe I've missed.
Well, you covered a lot, so thank you. But it's really going to set the stage and tone for how we as mothers are going to raise the future generation. I truly believe we're better together, as well as I think that we all have the ability to live our best lives. We don't have to live on E. We don't have to be struggling all the time. And it's sometimes just putting some little things in certain places. Like the first one is, you're going to throw some stuff away. It's all about kick the clutter. It's like when everything has a home, you don't realize the stress it releases. You don't have the weight and the burden of physical stuff. And so this book is going to physically and emotionally transform women. This has been years and years of research. I have talked to hundreds of women, and I really think this is going to set the tone for how we're going to survive and advance.
Yeah, it's very, very exciting. What's the future?
Well, Austin, I have several more books in the works.
I had to ask.
Yes. There is a book coming after this. And then I also have a children's book because I have 2 little girls. And this is not a book for little girls. It is a book for moms.
Okay.
So I have, as well as the ABCs of positivity. So how we can teach our kids to speak to themselves in the best light possible as well. Grow them with that positive energy. As well as I have the Girls Guide, which will be coming for adolescents all the way to preteens. Like, we're going to take this playbook and address it for children as well. So
very exciting, very exciting. We've got about a minute left. Anything else that you want to talk about?
I just want to thank you for bringing me on again. I love coming here and talking to you guys, and I appreciate the love and support I've already received. We're in day 3 of the crowdfunding campaign.
That's it?
Yeah, day 3 out of 32.
Okay.
I didn't want to end. It was supposed to end on my daughter's birthday, and I was like, we're going to push it a couple more days. I don't want to close it on her birthday, but we have lots of celebrating to do for her at 3.
And what are you up to now? How much money have you raised?
Oh, we've raised, with private donations as well as this campaign, we've raised over $2,000 in the first 2 days.
Holy moly.
Our initial goal to get the book actually published, we need $10,000,
right.
but I'm doing a stretch goal of $20,000 in order to get the children's book going too. I'm really excited about the children's book because it's literally like for my girls.
Right. I love it. All right. Well, hey, everybody that's watching today or on our replay, help out if you can, because it's going to make a difference for not only you, but moms and women worldwide.
Yes,
so, and it doesn't, I mean, this could be for, I mean, really, it's just going to help so much. So, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much,
it.
Austin. I appreciate it.
Come back anytime.
Yes.
With updates, too.
Oh, yeah, I definitely will. You guys, the next time I'll be holding the book so you guys can see it, and then we'll be talking about what's coming next.
Shout out to your brother who did that video. That was a great job.
Yes, Kevin, thank you so much. It is so amazing.
Yeah, I was very impressed. So, all righty. You're watching Central Valley Talk. We're back with another live local guest in just a bit. Do stay with us.